It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
On the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Oilers have taken a first-quarter lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wilson.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
First down, going to the air with Love. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
First down, Love to pass. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jets 7.
Throwing again on second down. Love under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Third and long for Love. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action this time with Love. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Davante Adams. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Oilers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
A 39-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
3 yards remain for second down. A give right side now to Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Final play of the half, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter? Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A huge play there for Houston.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Love now to pass on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kwity Paye able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Love from the gun. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Davante Adams with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Oilers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Following the interception, Love. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Oilers use the short field to get in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jets, 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. It's going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
On 1st and 10, Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Davante Adams from 13 yards out. And the Oilers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hunt. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A nice little juke. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to look it in, turn upfield, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jets, 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here's Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try the left side. It's Hunt, and here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. Fights loose. And he's got room. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. Flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
First down, going to the air with Love. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Love. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 2-yard line.
Second down and goal. Love eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Still 9 remaining on second down.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.